Hello, it's Shane again. I know it's been a while since I've made a video. It's just I haven't had time to get around to doing it, so I do apologise where I've just started my new job. But today I'm going to talk about my gender identity and about my journey to being me. So I am transgender female to male, which means I was assigned female at birth and I'm transitioning to male. I use he, him pronouns. And it was about a year and a half, 2 years ago that I kind of discovered my gender identity and started coming out to friends and telling family and work colleagues. It has been difficult and I've struggled over the number of years. Growing up, I found it quite difficult, not really knowing who I was, what it meant to be me. And I never knew anyone that was trans. I never heard about the term. I kind of didn't know it was a process that I could take. So it wasn't until I went to uni 3 years ago that I learnt about new terms and I met people that were, and I was able to discover who I was, living away from home and just being able to be me with quite a lot of support. Growing up, I was always seen as a tomboy. I played football, I hung around with the boys and my brother. I kind of loved boxing and getting muddy. But I also danced and I was very artistic. I did ballet for a number of years. So I kind of do have feminine traits and masculine traits. But that's kind of the point, like, it's very stereotypical of from society what it means to be male and what it means to be female. Therefore, I kind of didn't know any different. I was told I was a girl. That was that. Then it wasn't till secondary school that I kind of noticed a bit more that I was different to the other kind of girls. So I always felt like an outsider. I didn't keep friends for very long. I would go from like one group of girls to another. I found I just couldn't relate. I wasn't into makeup or dressing up or anything like that. I was able to relate with the girls at dance because we had dance in common. I loved to dance, and to me it was a way that I could just hide behind and pretend I could be whoever I wanted to be. It was almost a costume on stage, and it was a way that I coped with a lot of things. Then coming to uni, obviously, as I said, I was able to be myself a bit more. However, in sixth form, I got a boyfriend, and I had quite a few of the girls saying, "Oh, why are you with her? She's not pretty, she's not girly." He was very quite controlling and would make me put hair extensions in, wear makeup, would choose what for me to wear. So I kind of overcompensated because I didn't feel good enough, I didn't feel beautiful. I had to dress up to try and make myself better, but in actual fact it just made me feel worse. I had no confidence, no self-esteem, and I just couldn't kind of point out what was actually wrong. Yeah, as I said, I was very, very girly, and being with him didn't help. I then came out to bi to him when I went to uni and realised that I had attraction to girls as well. So me and him ended up breaking up for many reasons, and I got with a girl. So then I was seen as a lesbian. I kind of just thought, oh, maybe this is just what it is, that I'm gay and I can be masculine, it doesn't matter. But the more and more I dressed the way I wanted to, wore boys' clothes, the more it sunk in that felt comfortable, and that was who I was. I started going to a trans support group because I met friends within the LGBT society that were trans. I went along to a couple of these groups and straight away they were so supportive, so welcoming, and I could just be myself, be so natural there, and it actually felt good. So I started to research a lot into transgender. As I said, I had some friends that I was able to talk to, and I realised I related to them a lot. And it was kind of like a good few months, a year, just watching YouTube videos, watching documentaries, reading about it, and that's when I really related to it. But I was still very much in denial, like, oh no, I can still be masculine and still be female. It doesn't mean anything, which you can. However, the discomfort with my body, the more people would refer to me as male when I was sick, it just felt more comfortable. So I told my current girlfriend at the time that this is how I was feeling. And at first, she was amazing, was like, yeah, that's fine. You can be who you want to be, whatever makes you feel comfortable and happy. And the more I wore men's clothes, the more I would get referred to as male by other people in public, the less supportive she became. She would refer to me as a girl and her girlfriend on purpose, just to kind of, I suppose, reassure her own sexuality. And then we kind of just drifted apart because of it. She had a lot going on. I couldn't really talk to her about how I was feeling and my gender because I knew she didn't accept it, and she kind of gave up trying to accept it, to be honest. There was times where she would get quite upset, have a go at me, and say that she couldn't deal with it, and then other days she could deal with it. So it was a very, very difficult situation. It made me confused and doubt myself quite a lot because obviously I cared about her. I didn't want to lose her, and it even got to a point where I was like, no, I'm not going to transition because I love her and I want to be with her. But at the end of the day, I just wasn't happy. She could see I wasn't happy. I got ill and sick and withdrawn from everyone. I lost contact with a lot of my family and friends just because I just was not happy and comfortable within myself. I couldn't tell someone that was the closest person, the person that I'm meant to trust and meant to be there. So I couldn't accept it myself. So in the end, we did break up, and that was that. I was like, nope, I'm not going to let anybody else tell me who I am and who I cannot be and how I can dress and how I can act. I just had to do it. It was kind of all or nothing situation. I knew deep down I was just not accepting it through being scared, because it is quite a scary process, not knowing how family are going to take it, not knowing how friends, loved ones, even just general day-to-day people, jobs, the fear of surgery. So there is so much going around in my head, and it is a very, very confusing stage. And all I'm going to say is, if you are in that position and you are scared or worried, the best thing to do is join support groups online or go to one if you've got some near you, and just get the support and reassurance. And you've just got to do you. Don't let anyone stop you from being happy and being truly you. So that's what I did, and I'm so much happier now. Literally just could not be happier. I started off by telling close friends. I changed my name. So first of all, it was just my friends and family and people at work and stuff, and then I changed it legally and changed all my documents. I went to the doctors and got my referral to GIC, which I'm currently on waiting lists. I joined the waiting list in November, and it's about 13 months at the moment. So I'm told that I would get an appointment kind of December, January time. So I'm just waiting on that. And then, yeah, hopefully next year I'll get T. So I am pre-T at the moment, and obviously pre-surgery and everything. But just to be able to change my name and socially be accepted and seen as male has done me the wonders. My mental health, my happiness, just me within myself, my confidence, everything has grown. And people around me, like my close friends, said they noticed it straight away. They said it was like a light had been switched on. Like, that was it. I was just me. And that's how I feel generally, that I kind of just woke up and I'm so much happier and where I'm meant to be. So yeah, obviously friends were all very accepting. A lot of my friends were in the LGBT community, or with being at uni and in a very uni city, everyone was very supportive. I'm quite lucky I haven't really had any bad kind of reactions to it. Work were amazing. Obviously people slipped up and that's going to happen. But overall everyone was really, really great. Like straight away work changed my uniform because I worked at River Island. Changed my name, how they referred to me, so it was really good. Family was obviously a bit more of a difficult one. So when I came out as gay, my family were great. My dad was a bit not sure, but my mum was amazing. Then when I came out as trans, I was very scared to tell him my dad, due to kind of me being the oldest, his kind of little girl. He always saw me as that. And I know deep down part of him is always going to see me like that. But actually, my dad has been amazing. I was so worried that I couldn't tell him in person, so I actually hand wrote him a letter and posted it in the post box. And it was horrible because I posted it and then had to wait till like 3 days. And he called me as well that same day, and I was like, oh no, it's not, that can't be why. So I was like, picked up the phone like really nervous, but it was about something completely different. And then like 2 days later he called me and had actually got my letter. But as I said, he's been really good. My stepmom's really good. And my mum I actually told with a letter via email. I kind of was in another relationship with a girl that accepted me and only had met me as Shane and he. So my mum wanted to meet her. So obviously I had to tell my mum because I wasn't going to put my partner in that position, as well as like not telling my mum and being referred to as male. So it went quite well. Like, she was a bit confused and kind of upset at first. She said she was going to bury her head in the sand and kind of think about it when she needed to, but she does need to. Although she was great because the whole time that I was with her, she was absolutely fine with me, treated me how she'd always treated me. It took her a while to actually use Shane and not my birth name. She still does call me my birth name every now and again now, but she has got a lot better. We still haven't got there with pronouns. She kind of avoids pronouns, which is better than nothing. We kind of had a big hash out because she was fine for a little while, and then at Christmas we kind of had a big hash out, got everything out in the open, talked about it, like really detailed, which I think is what she needed, because as a parent it is kind of like losing a child. There is a grieving aspect to it, but they have to realise that I'm the same person as I always have been. My personality doesn't change other than I'm more confident and me. But yeah, so she's come around a long way. My brother's quite alright with it. Like, I don't see him very often because he's away in the Navy. But yeah, he again found it difficult at first, but he's getting there. And it's everything to be expected, really. Families are going to take it harder. They've known me for a long time, especially like my mum and my brother, because I grew up with them, whereas my dad, I only saw, like, obviously every now and again, like on occasions and stuff, and like once a week and things. My nan and granddad have been like the best out of all my family, I think. The rest of my family, like aunts, uncles, cousins, they've all accepted it very well. They all use Shane. But my nan and granddad, like my nan and granddad properly sat down and spoke about it. They want to know everything about the process. My nan talks to me about it all the time. She always is the first person to correct anyone and call me he, and they call me their grandson now, and it is great. Like, my nan has always kind of been my rock, like, and it's been great that I've been able to reconnect with family members and that I kind of distanced myself from because I was worried about telling them. So now that I see them and talk to them a lot more, which is really good. And obviously, as I've introduced you to my boyfriend before, I now have a great partner who he is trans female to male as well, which means we are there for each other, we understand the process, we understand how each other are feeling, which is a really good thing, especially for me as I'm at the early stages and he's later on. Like, he's just had his top surgery, he's been on hormones for 2.5 years, so it's good. I can kind of see the process, and he's already been in the place that I'm in right now, so we can both support each other in that aspect. So yeah, we've obviously just moved in together. I've just got a new job. As I said, I'm seen as male here. There's only a few people that obviously I had to show documents and things like that too, that know I'm trans. They're really great at work. All the children kind of don't know any different, which is really good. Obviously, Ben, my boyfriend's family, accept me. So yeah, so that's my kind of whole story. Like, kind of cut it down as short as I could. But yeah, if it really wasn't for going to uni and meeting the friends that I met and the support group, which is TG Pals charity based in Kent, if it wasn't for them and two really close friends that I pretty much see as my family that I lived with for a little while, I don't think I would really truly be as far ahead in the stages that I am. I think it would have taken me longer to realise. I would have got there, but it would have taken me longer. And just being able to go to uni and people on YouTube, which is why I'm doing these videos, and documentaries and stuff to actually learn about it. Me and my boyfriend are going to be on TV doing a short documentary about the process of transitioning, which is on ITV, I do believe, on the 6th, Thursday the 6th, about 6 o'clock. We will both post and try and update you when we get the exact times, but I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, upcoming videos, I will try and post a bit more regularly now I'm a bit settled. And yeah, so thank you for listening. That was my story. Comment below and subscribe. Thanks.